all dhammma friend and brother and sister to be practice meditation around the 3 minutes, please. Tanyiras, thank you so much, our friends who are participating here for your practice meditation. And our discussion today is we will invite the guest speaker to share the idea, the speech with the three speakers. First of all, to be this guest speaker for today is Honorable Amo Sandi. Secondly, Honorable Pinyasara. And thirdly, Honorable Bhikkhuni Doti. And finally, Honorable Khimanandi. That is guest speaker who is key man to speak in front of the people. To be a discussion of our topic today is topic is very difficult to be discussed. Topic today, physical illness impact or the mental illness from the Buddhist perspective. The topic is very interesting topic. The topic is very deep and very meaningful. The topic from the Buddhist perspective. However, we are trying to pay attention with the guest speaker to get more knowledge and more experience concerning with the topics. And to be start a program, I would like to invite Honorable Amo Santi to get here speak fast. Honorable Amo Santi, he is now studying PhD degree and defend this is almost completely and almost finished the PhD degree. He study in the peace program in the international program of the MCU. Honorable Amo Santi was born in the Bangladesh family. He is a Buddhist monk trying to propagate Buddhist sasana in the modern world. So therefore, we are one welcome Honorable Amo Santi to get key or speak concerning what the topics. Please, Honorable Amo Santi, we are welcome to listening from your idea, brother. Please.
Can you hear me?
Yes, very clear, brother.
Okay. Brother and sister in Dhamma, good afternoon, everyone. As usual, we have another important topic to discuss, how physical illness impact on the mental illness. I think this is one of the important topics because the physical illness and mental illness actually has connection, but Buddhism gives much more important on the mental illness. When we discuss about the physical illness, it is common, like sickness, old age, certain kind of certain kind of disease, certain kind of these illness are connected with the physical illness. And Buddhism don't talk about the physical illness, but Buddhism talk about the mental illness. And Buddhism always emphasize about the overcoming the mental illness. So, but for the physicality, biological things that we have to all face sooner or later or one day, about the sickness, about the old age, that connected with our biological matter, biological things. So this is called a physical illness, certain kind of illness, disease. And according to Buddhism, in the Four Noble Truth, Buddha talk about a dukkha. This is called a dukkha, suffering. I think Buddha talk about the 18 types of the dukkhas in the Four Noble Truth. And physical illness, old age is two of the 18 kind of the sufferings. Then now, most important thing is how physical illness impact on the mental illness, or how mental illness impact on the physical illness. Actually, they are vice versa. We call the vice versa. Either you start from the beginning or you start from the end. Actually, they are interconnected, interrelated each other. And the physical illness generally impact on the mental illness when we really when someone become very sick. So at that time, because of the painful sensation, painful feelings, that it affect the mental suffering as well. So that means the physical suffering connected with the mental suffering. But the most important thing is, and this physical suffering that connected with the mental suffering, it has a level. That means that the person who did not achieve high spiritual level, that means who are still at the level of the normal people, putujana we call, who is not higher spiritually advanced. So that type of people suffer from the physical illness. Even if that type of people suffer physically, mentally they break down. So that is to say that there is a category of the people. We are all people, we are all human beings, but categorically we're different. Emotionally, we are different. We are not same. But even though there is they said the Dalai Lama, I heard many times, most venerable, His Holiness, the Dalai Lama, he always mentioned that emotionally, physically, we are same. But actually, no. In case of the advanced spiritual level, and in case of the lower spiritual level, there is a distinction, differences. So, excuse me, can you stop talking? So, if a person achieve high spiritual level, high spiritual advancement, then that type of people, even though he got the sick, he will not affect such physical disability, will not impact on his life. But the person who is very low at a spiritual level, suppose normal people who never practice meditation, who don't practice meditation, who just live a normal life. So if that person has the physical disability, physical sickness, so this person really suffer from physical and mental level, because this person, he doesn't know what is dukkha, he doesn't know what is anatta, what is impermanent. So from the wise point of view, the person who really practice meditation, develop his mindfulness, his develop mind, loving kindness, compassion, understand what is anatta, what is non-self, and please try to understand non-self. So if that person has the physical sickness, so he physically sick, but mentally is not sick. One of the good example is the Mogglayana. You see Mogglayana, when he attained arahatship, but even though he had achieved the arahatship, he had arahathood. So when the bandit, we call bandit, the group of the bandit came to attack him. Initially, he know he can fly. He fly away, so they could not catch him. Second time they try again, so they cannot catch him. For the third time they try again, they cannot catch him because he can fly. He has a certain kind of developed jhana, even he is arahat monk. Then he is looking his past life, because he developed such kind of power in his mind that he can see his past life, his previous life. And he saw that because he tried to kill his parents in the jungle. So because of that negative consequences, he would not able to escape, even though he escaped from the bandit for 100 times. Still 101 time he will be caught. So therefore he said that this is my karma, I will not run away now. So he just stay and meditate. And the bandit came to him in his room and they attack him. They cut his body. Finally, you see, they strike him, they cut him, finally they kill him. But now the question is, if he mentally suffer, was he mentally suffer? No, he actually did not mentally suffer. He's physically painful, but mentally is because he arahantship, he really escapes such kind of mental sickness, mental clinging, we call attachment. So he did not have really attachment to his life. Therefore, he did not suffer mentally. But he physically he feel painful. Same thing also the Kantibadi Jataka also. You can see that when the king was cutting down the hair of the ear of the bodhisattva and cut off his limb, hand, then bodhisattva said that, no, you cannot still defeat me by cutting my hair by hand like this. Finally, even though he died, but he still practiced mindfulness, loving kindness to that cruel king. So this is the example that when the people develop certain kind of mental ability, spiritual advancement, they are physically painful, but actually mentally they are not feel pain. They are, because they are advanced. They are able to penetrate the non-self. They have able to penetrate what is dukkha, what is anicca, dukkha, and anatta. So therefore, they are able to recover it. Now, as I said that there's a category of the people, two kind of people. What kind of people? They suffer. Normal people, they are really affected by the physical sickness. But another group of people, the people who achieve certain kind of mental state, that don't suffer. They only physically suffer, but mentally they don't suffer. But the first group of the people, they suffer physically and mentally as well, because their mental level, physical level is not still reach such a level. Now, next come to the mental suffering to the physical suffering. And now they actually, even the Buddha, the first verses of the Dhammapada said, Manukupang Kama Dhamma. You see, Manukupang Kama Dhamma is a mind creation, mind. So Buddhism emphasizes on the mind, the importance of the mind, like how we are impacted by the situation, how we're impacted by the environment, why we feel happy, why we feel sorrow. It is actually our mind. When we think good, we feel happy. When we think to support others, we feel happy. Not only we are just helping others, but also we help ourselves. On the other hand, when we think negative, see every situation negative, you see this negative, that negative, then also we are not just seeing it outside. We are actually also welcoming that inside. So that is the good example in the Upali Sutta, you see. The Buddha and the Upali, they have debated. Upali, the senior student of the Niganta Nadaputta, went to the Buddha to discuss about the importance of mind and physicality. So Upali said that physical pain is more severe than mental pain. But the Buddha said, no, Upali. Mental pain is the most severe than physical pain. Finally, they debate. So Buddha saw Upali that how mental pain, how mind is more important than our physical reality. You see, even we are born, we're born in this world is because of the mind. What is that? The cost of our reborn, is that a clinging, right? Attachment, you see. So finally, I should say that, oh, no, not finally. So I should say a conclusion that I think it is important to take care of our physical health as well as our mental health. So this is for the people who don't practice Dharma. And the second category, it is important to take care of our mental health in order to take care of our physical health. This is also for all groups of people. So therefore, both physical happiness and mental happiness, both physical well-being and mental well-being are important for our prolonged success and happiness, and also very, very important for our spiritual practice. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for your listening. And thank you very much, Venerable Monkema, our good friend, good moderator, for your nice introduction, also taking care of this responsibility for this seminar today. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Honorable Sandi, for your very remarkable speech, a meaningful speech. You mentioned it in discussion. We are some of the point we are never had before. Some of the example we didn't hear before. Therefore, your getting speech here is very valuable, very comfortable element for keep here in our mind to deal with our physical and mental. Thank you so much. One more again, and I apologize in the first time because in my temple is really raining, a bit raining. Therefore, I think I speak in the micro I think you cannot hear me, and I forgot that you hear me. Okay, about that, I apologize about that. However,
No, you're
now,
clear. Your sound is very clear. It's okay.
Okay.
Raining here the same. In my temple also raining actually.
Rainy, a bit rainy here. Okay. Next speaker, I would like to invite Wonderful Pinyasara to give to speak concerning our topics. Wonderful Pinyasara is study in the present day, study International Buddhist Study College, and BSc MCU. One of Penyasara, he is BSc candidate completely decision, and he almost done for the PhD degree. He is from the Myanmar country, Myanmar Buddhist young man. He is purpose for the future to the propagate Buddhist education for the global world. Therefore, now we would like to invite Honorable Penyasara for you to deliver the message for your speech. Honorable Penyasara, please. We are kindly warm welcome you, brother. Please welcome.
Yeah, thank you very much, the most honorable Monkey for the invitation to me to share my knowledge. So thank you very much, or good afternoon, all my brother and sister. Today, our discussion topic is the physical illness impact on the mental illness from the body perspective. Actually, this is the concept with the mental illness impact on the physical illness. Is interconnection each other, mind and body. So some people the issue called the physical illness is going to the mental illness. Some people got the mental illness related to the physical illness because of this is the interconnection each other, body and mind. We cannot celebrate. We cannot celebrate each other. We cannot divide each other. This is their inter relationships between the body and mind. We can see that there in the many hospitals. You can interview the front patients in the hospital. Who do you feel strong physical illness? Automatically, they also feel mental illness. We can see in every country they have their hospitals. They had a lot of the patients. Also, they who do had the strongly feel physical illness. Also, they were the feet mental illness. So for example, there are one of the monk. So one day he got the kidney disease from his body. So at the time he go to the doctor to show the disease. Doctor said to him at the time he got the kidney disease. At times he had the depression. His mind is lower. His mind is lower, not concentrate, not normal mind, because of I had the kidney disease. So there are other times he goes to the hospital many times. It's very painful like this. You can see that there are many patients who do you have there, the lung, the physical illness, cancer disease like this. But okay, they had mind is not none knows the power, minds are lower, automatically mental illness. So the Sivika Sutta, Sivaka Sutta, Missima Nikaya, Buddha mentioned about the 8 kinds of physical disease. So most of people that were born a human being, they will meet the many physical disease. So even though who do you call the physical disease, so they will be going to their mental illness. And then there are Chanavada Sutta, Missima Nikaya, the Venerable Chanat. Venerable Chanat, he got a strong physical disease. He cannot afford. He cannot feel strong physical illness, strong physical sick. This remind, or I cannot feed my painful, my physical sufferings. So I'm going to suicide mindset. He said to their Venerable study program, I cannot stay. I cannot stay this life. I want to die. So I went to the suicide. I want to die myself. Like say he said like that because he cannot feed. He cannot afford to feed the illness, physical sick because of his fear strongly. So that's why later the Venerable Chanat, the suicide he said, because of you cannot concentrate his mind because of his fear strong physical illness. Many Sutta we can find many Sutta in the the Missima Nikaya, Ingoda Nikaya, or most of the monk to feed physical illness. Also there are weekly also. This is very famous. There are weekly in the Samyutta Nikaya, the weekly Sutta. He also suicide himself because of he feels strongly. He feels strongly physical illness, physical sick. He cannot afford. He cannot feed. He also went to his friends. The friend to I cannot. My body like like Benny, the suffers the physical illness. I don't want to stay this night. And during the feeling strong physical illness, he also suicided himself because he cannot afford. But he understands the pain feeling. At times he reminds that his pain feelings, he emphasized. He practiced with the Vipassana, Nisa Dukkha Anatta, to interest that his when he got hand out. So there are another Sutta, this is also there, and there are most of the people already know about the Anatta Panikata Sutta. Also the Anatta Panikata Sutta, Missima Nikaya, also Buddha stay the Savati, the Anatta Panikata. The Upattakas, also the feet, there are strongly the physical sick, physical illness. During the feeling of the physical illness, physical sick, he cannot concentrate his mind. He cannot control his mind. Mind also painful. At times, you went to the Venerable Buddha, I want to listen Dhamma from you. The Venerable Buddha, to get motivation to their Anatta Panikata. One day also that he also dying with the physical illness. So in the in the body sense we can find many substances. There are monk, the papers. There are who to your feet, physical illness and physical sick. Just only not the normal who to you the feet, just only physical illness, physical sick, leading to the mental suffering. So finally, this is the interconnection each other, relationships between mind and body, not separate, not divided each other, it's together. The Bidma point of view, we can see the Buddhist Anamana BC, Dazara, this year like this. Mind and body interconnect each other. So you can, for example, my father also why not got the physical disease, physical sick. So anytime I need to bring to the hospital, I stayed the whole. At time infant near the my father, I sit here to stay there the whole night. He said to me, my son, I feed the strong physical illness. I cannot afford. I cannot feed. I'm very painful. You also said to me, I went to dine myself. Oh, don't do like this. You have to cultivate the way Dhamma. At time I'm talking about Dhamma, I get the motivation. During the feeling out the physical illness, physical sick, automatically he got the mental illness. Mine is not normal. Mine is lower. My father also, he got the one not disease. Now his body is very painful, very thin, with the physical illness, physical disease. So at the time that he got the mental illness, he cannot concentrate, he cannot remind their Buddha teachings. At the time I get motivation to with the Buddha teachings, how to cultivate the samatha vipassana bhavana to get motivation. So this is from our body's point of view, mind and body in a connection. If we got physical illness, leads to the mental illness. If we got mental illness, leads to the physical illness. Would you go the strongly to physical illness? Would you go strongly to mental illness? That's why so we need to practice or cultivate more the mindfulness meditations. We go scientific, we can control ourselves. Thank you very much, all the brothers and sisters.
Thank you so much, Venerable Pinyasara. Against he speak about how our mind and body connection each other, and how can we deal with the pain of our mind, and that is a very meaningful speech, and the people is happy like this all the time when they get something of the suffering, and how can we use to understand the suffering to be deal with our pain in our body and mind. And thank you very much one more again, Venerable Pinyasara, for your nice speech to deliver deliveries or the people is online, offline. And next, I would like to invite the guest speaker, Honorable Bhikkhuni Du Tiên. Honorable Bhikkhuni Du Tiên, she is from the Vietnamese, the country. Now, she studied PhD, completely different. Almost published hearing is almost done. So now we will invite her to share his knowledge and her experience and her intelligence program knowledge. And also, she is very well known in the Vietnamese. Therefore, now we humbly invite Bhikkhuni Du Tiên to get her speech in the Sun conference. Please, Honorable Bhikkhuni Du Tiên, we are warm welcome you to speak, please.
Yes. Good afternoon, brothers and sisters. Thank you for your invitation me. And today, I feel glad to see all of you here. And today, our topic, I also think this topic very deep and important and also difficult topic. Our topic is physical illness impact on the mental illness from Buddhist perspective. We also know that when mention humans, we have two, right? Mind and body. And also if when my problem, if we don't resolve this problem, one day also body got this problem. And contrast, when the body problem, one day if we don't cure the problem, one day might also get problem, because mind and body live in the one human. Mind and body very important, and they have relations related, very related and support each other. We cannot separate mind and body. If we separate mind and body, it means one human passed away, died already. So that reason we must take care both mind and body. And also the Buddha mentioned, the Buddha said that I forgot the which name of the sutta, but I just remember content of sutta. The Buddha said that we can see one human maybe one day or 1 month, 1 year, or until the 100 years. His or her body never got the physical disease or physical illness, but we never hurt. Humans never mental disease or mental illness, only just a moment. It means mental disease easy to get the problem, but body can maybe some, but not most of it. But we can see some people they very strong, the health, very strong the body. But mine not like this. Mine easy to get the problem, easy to get the disease. And we also know when the bodies have problem, for example, we get the one of kinds of diseases. We can come to see the doctor, and then doctor knows what kind of diseases, and then the doctor afraid us to take the medicine, and then okay, medicine help us to reduce or solve the physical disease easily. It means I say when I come better, the physical disease and mental disease easily. Yeah, we also know nowadays some disease we cannot take the medicine cure completely. For example, the cancer or nowadays the COVID. But we have the medicine to reduce the pain when the body feel painful. But mind cannot. If our mind has problem, we don't have any kind of disease. We don't have any kind of disease to reduce or to cure the mental disease or mental illness. So that reason very important. We must take care of both mind and body. Even when the body have problem, but we must take care of the mind carefully. If the mind also the same time mind and body have problem, we are easy to make many problem, many wrong things, even kill ourselves. For example, in the Buddha time, I also heard the Venerable Venerable Benson, he also mentioned some story in the Buddha time. Some monks when they get the physical disease, very painful at that time. They feel very painful. They cannot endure. So that is when they decide to kill themselves. And some case the Buddha accept, but some case the Buddha didn't accept, because I remember 3 cases. The Buddha accept when they 3 months they got the physical disease, and then they decided to kill themselves, and then the Buddha accept. The Buddha didn't shout them, because near they kill themselves, they became the Arahant. Yeah, that reason the Buddha didn't shout them. But others case the Buddha didn't allow. But seldom the Buddha accept like this. I remember just I don't remember the name of story, but I can remember the 3 monks the Buddha accept. This is the Godika and Channa and Vakali. You can see the Samyutta Nikaya and Majjhima Nikaya. They in the Samyutta Nikaya and Majjhima Nikaya, they mentioned the 3 monks when they got the disease. It means the physical disease, and they decided to kill themselves. And the Buddha accept, because when they near to pass away completely, they also attain enlightenment. It means they attain the Nibbana. This is the, but we nowadays it's difficult, very difficult for us when we do like this. And that reason we just take care carefully, because you know nowadays we easy to get the bodily disease because of the weather trends every day. You know, some day very hot, but some day during the day rainy, trend immediately. How about our body can trend immediately like this? The reason if we don't take care of the body carefully, when the weather changes, our body has problem and got disease easily. And also if we don't take care the mind, when if we strong the mind and but very weak the body, we can overcome when the body have problem. For example, we also know the Buddha, he also the Rinpoche, he became the Buddha, but in the Buddha time, during the before Buddha Nibbana, sometimes his body also get disease. His body, I mentioned his body get disease. At that time, also the Buddha also felt painful too much because the body get sick. But the Buddha is very strong mind. That reason the Buddha overcome painful the body easily. And even his body very painful, but his mind very strong and very calm. When if we read the story in the Buddha, we know clearly about that. That reason the Buddha said that if your body feel hot, but don't let your mind hot. You know, it means the Buddha also advise, okay, because we cannot control the body. Sure, we cannot control the body, but we can control and observe mind. If we follow and practice the Buddha teachings, we can control and observe mind, but body, we cannot. We cannot control the body. We just take care if we can carefully, because the body belongs to the food, weather, environment. Many outside body belong to many outside conditions. But mind we can do like this. So that reason that now I come my conclusion. Okay, we try to take care our body, try to take care, and but the most important, we must take care of the mind carefully, because if the body problem, but if strong mind, we can overcome easily. Don't let when the body problem, don't let my problem the same time, because if like this, easy we can kill ourselves. Because you know, we also know when the pandemic COVID come, some people they got the COVID, they cannot endure, and then they decide to kill themselves. Also after the COVID, you know, I heard in my country some people after they recover the COVID, but they have some problem. It means I don't know how to explain in English, but it means because before they got the COVID, but after the covering, but they have some problem the body, and they at that time I think there might also problem the same time like this, and then they cannot endure and they decide to kill themselves easily. That reason very important. take care of my carefully, and then we can overcome even the body feel hot, feel sick. We also know we cannot prevent the body get the sick or not. We cannot prevent, but we can take the medicine to kill the disease or to reduce the pain, but mind never. Just only practice the Buddha teaching. And yeah, remember, practice and apply the Buddha teachings, and then we can overcome suffering. Yes, I finished. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, the most wonderful Bhikkhuni Doting, for your nice space. Bhikkhuni Doting is a very excellent space, like amazing space. Bhikkhuni Doting is get the statement of the speed, like how to take care of our body and mind, the statement, the space. Bhikkhuni Doting also, he deliberates around 4 points. Point number one is how can we make the body and mind. Is point number two is the real experience, how to be you to deal with our body and mind. Point number three is in the ancient of the Buddhism, how they deal with body and mind. And point number four is the way how to be understand the body and mind. That is a very remarkable space. And thank you again, Bhikkhuni Doting, for your meaningful space. Next, I would like to invite the guest speaker, Honorable Kemanandi. Honorable Shali Kemanandi, she also a PhD candidate, study writing thesis in the International Buddhist Study College, IBSC. Honorable Kemanandi from Myanmar, Myanmar student. She is well known in Myanmar, who studied PhD in the MCU. So now we would like to humbly invite Honorable Kemanandi. Please, we are warm welcome you.
Good afternoon, Dhamma brothers and sisters. Thank you so much to be our moderator, the most venerable Monkey Mat. Thank you very much for your invitation me. Today's topic is a very important topic for our human beings because our head is very good for us. So that's why the Buddha said, Aroja Brahmalabha. Aroja Brahmalabha. Our head is very good. This is a good light for us, the Buddha said. So nowadays, many people arrive in hospital. I also I need to chat. I need to show the every mass or so. This is we need to find what is the problem. What is our source for our human being. So now they everything are changing, and the Buddha said, Kama Chaitanya Utu Aharas. Now everything are changing. So okay, we cannot change our human past life or sabut karma. We cannot change. Okay, this is the we already are born in our human. So okay, this is the karma sabut chaita. Chaita means very important we control our mind, yoniso manasikarat, suitable play, evidence, so on. And then the other way is ahara nutriment. Also, this is very important. So when I was childhood, we add food. This food is also a vegetable, very fresh. No need. This is a very good for us because this food is organic. Nowadays, this all food is not normal. They produce how to say in English, chemical. They want to be safe a long time. That's why they use medicine and medical. So this is not bad for our health. So this is our human being based on social, modern social. And the Buddha said, Upanishaya Bisi, Udu Bosanabi, Upanishaya Bisi, Napisayo, Bogolobi, Upanishaya Bisi, Napisayo, Tinatanabi, Upanishaya Bisi, Napisayo. This is three kinds of the support also our head, the Buddha said. So this is this side, we need to carefully whether we eat carefully our food. This food is suitable for me. This food is not suitable for us. So we can choose. This is a very important food because this nutriment is a separate also our body. But some food is not suitable for us. This is also the same point same. This is a little we eat. After that, we face a problem our head. So this is now our modern society. So in the Buddha time, and the Buddha mentioned how to support for illness person. So physical illness, mental illness, kaika dukkha and sedadika dukkha. Okay, we know that the kaika dukkha. Kaika dukkha means is the Buddha's mentioned Dhamma Sakapposana Sutta, Sadibi dukkha, Sarabi dukkha, Vyadibi dukkha, Maranabi dukkha. So our body is everything's a dukkha. Everything is dukkha. This is a kaika dukkha. It's a physical suffer. Okay, we know that this is physical suffer. How to overcome our suffer? The Buddha mentioned a lot of sutta. So, and remember in Buddha time, Ashamaha Moggallana also Ashama Kassapa. They not feeling well in this time. The Buddha are reciting the Bosenga Sutta. And then maybe now that I'm also thinking, okay, we are not feeling well in this time. We listen to Bosenga Sutta. Our disease, our mental, and then maybe our mental illness is okay. Because of, in this Sutta, Sati Sambosenga, Dhamma Unya Sambosenga, Vidhi Sambosenga, Pasati Sambosenga, so on. So the Buddha said, please control your mind, your focus on mindfulness, your mind, sati. So sati means we know that we divided body pain and mental pain. Actually, we know the mental pain. Okay, we can clear. We keep sila. This is sati is based on sila. Sila and sati. We are clearly our mind. After that, okay, we are mindfulness, sati, okay, our body, anesa, dukkha, anatta. In this way, we are getting on recollection, anusati bhavana. Anusati bhavana, dhamma visya, dhamma sangha, sati, viriya, and after that, so on the samadhi and panya. This is in Buddhist way is supporting for any person. 7 kinds of Bosenga. 7 kinds of Bosenga. So I would like to mention this topic. We need to know how to overcome our physical illness. How to overcome. This is we must be carefully our food. We must be stay in the cleaning place. Fresh. We need to go fresh air. We must be eat organic food. After that, we are carefully our this food. But some people say, oh, this is good for health. But some people is okay, but not all people. Some food is not good for us. So that's why we are carefully we choose the foods. So this is another way. Our method disease, our mental problems, and we must be controlled mindfulness, sati, after that viriya, samadhi, and panya. So this is a Buddhist way or the support for mental disease and physical disease. This is my idea. Thank you so much, brother and sisters.
Thank you very much, Honorable Kemanandi, for your nice speech. Very good speech. Honorable Kemanandi is mentioned the points concerning with the topics like one. First of all, you have to manage your food. Secondly, about your meditation mind, to be in your mind. Secondly, thirdly, she mentioned about to be overcome our illness. Understand illness. That is our very, very million points. With $1 million points. That is very good. The people trying to do that. Some of the normal people is not easy to practice, I'm sure. However, who can do practice like this? They can achieve one mind and one eye, one goal to be get the successful. Oh, thank you so much, Honorable Kemanandi, for your amazing speech. Now our time is moved to the second program. In the second program is audience and the speaker get opportunity to be discussion answer the question. And luckily in here I saw only one audience. Honorable Sankanewa, only one audience who is participates in listening, get pay attention to deep knowledge, deep experience to get. Now I would like to invite the audience, Honorable Sankanewa. If you have any kind of question, could you please introduce yourself and what kind of question you would like to know from our guest speaker, please. Honorable Sankanewa, please. Hello, Honorable Sankanewa, are you there? You are in the heaven? You are in the human being? You are where? Sankanewa is, I don't know where he is, even though he joined the Zoom conference, and surely he knows how in the Zoom conference. And however, our program is time the 4 o'clock is limitedly. Therefore, now I would like to my conclusion of our program. to say a few words of our guest speaker. And today is very lucky for me, for the Sankana walk, for the people who join in online, because some other people is lazy to discussion, and some other people is busy to discussion, and some other people are missing for discussion. However, I enjoying discussion and listening a lot to get experience. And my conclusion is all the guest speaker who is deliver their message, and their speed is very remarkable speed in point of the body and mind to be managed our life, free from the suffering. Therefore, and for my perspective, I all totally agree with the guest speaker who I mentioned here. I'm sure of that I can use this method to be applied in my life. And thank you so much for your guest speaker and audience. Now, yes, before we close program, what about Amu? What about Pinyasara? Kemananti, do there. What you would like to say at the last few words for the global people, not for me, not for you, for the global people. What you would like to say just in the conclusion? One word like this. What about Amu? You want to say something before we will?
Yes, I think today topic is very interesting topic, very good topic, because it is very important for us to take care of our mind and body, especially this crucial time. You know, this time many people are doing suicide, doing many wrongful things, doing wrong things because of unable to control their mind, because of the situation, because of the poverty, because of the war, because of the family problem. There are different problems people are facing, and more or less everybody actually having that kind of problem. But that the way we are dealing with our problem is we are practicing our mind, always meditating. You know, we have such kind of a schedule to keep ourselves on the track, so that we will not fall down on the certain danger level. So I think today's topic is related with that kind of issues, and very useful for the people that suffering from mentally and physically. So you also did very great job, and every speakers in our group, including Venerable Panyasara, Sister Dotin, and Siale Kamanandi, and including you as a good moderator, we all done very well. But I am very disappointed for the Sangha network. He is always absent. I hope he will attend next time.
Yeah, thank you so much, Honorable Amusana, for you did the last piece for our friend and global people. Honorable Pinyasara, what about you? Honorable Pinyasara, what about you?
Yeah, thank you very much. And this is for the us.
Doing. What the last word? What the last word? Not the least word. What the last word for you? Sukuni doing.
Yes. Yes. I also thank you, because today I also got some ideas from all of you, brother and sister, and every seminar I also got some your ideas, and this means because you know, if who asked me you read the whole the Tipitaka, it means the Machima Nikaya something like that. But I don't read whole like this, and I don't know many story in the Buddha time. So when I choose our work, when I listen to all of you, I can learn and listen to and hear some more and more the story in the Buddha time, and also the Buddha teachings, because I have the short time. I just joined the Sangha for a short time. That reason I don't know mainly the story in the Buddha time, also the Buddha teaching, because we also know the Buddhas have still there. For Mahayana Buddhism, we also think the Buddha after becoming the Buddha, he's still alive 49 years old, 49 years. But Theravada only say the 45 years. So that reason he teach a lot. But I just learn and a little bit, very a little. That reason when try and listen to like this, I can learn more and get more the Buddha teaching, and also I can learn from of you experience, because I know all of you become the Choi the Sangha when you are very young, even some when you were a child. That reason this life you joined the Sangha for a long time, more than me. So I know you have the hard to study and also read the Buddha teaching. So that's the reason. Thank you very much. I can learn from of you, from all of you, many things. Thank you so much.
Okay. Anyone say to thank you? Anyone's happy to say thank you? What about the Kemanandi? Do you have the last word? The last word do you have, Kemanandi?
Yes, I would like to suggestions all of my Dhamma brother and sisters. Now we are goodless. We began a Buddhist man and so now our life, we already know that Buddha Dhammas, but sometimes we met Loka Dhamma. See, Loka Dhamma, 8 kinds of Loka Dhamma, 4 kinds are good, 4 kinds are bad. At this time, our mind problem, not happy. But now I would like to suggest. I would like to watch in front of the Buddhas for us. So for the, if we are happy, we will be our head is a good health. Good health. If we disease, our mind is a problem. In this time, we suffer a lot. So now I would like to suggestion: be happy, be strong. We must look at Dhamma. Okay, this is no problem. This is no problem. In this way, we are overcome. We are Buddhist man, and then this is not this feeling. Okay, we later, for example, okay, we are Anisa Dukkha Anatta. One day we will be passed away. Okay, we has not the attachment. So that is why in my suggestion, be careful your health. We met a Loka Dhamma. We are strong and be smile. And this is in my conclusion for us. Thank you very much, Venerable Mokema.
Thank you very much. Bhikkhuni of Siali Kemanandi is now is I'm here from your heart to speak. You speak from the heart. Everybody is happy to be see each other and say thank you to the moderator. Thank you to the Sangha Network provide the Zoom conference Thank you for everybody who is participating with day by day. That is very nice. One program for the small apart from the Buddhist perspective. Therefore, now conclusion is to be chanting. In conclusion, I would like to invite the lady for this week. I would like to invite Bhikkhuni Dudin to my conclusion chanting together. Please, Bhikkhuni Dudin.
I feel shy. Thank you, brother, but you can invite other brother and sister. I feel shy. I can't follow.
No, I would like to match your practice. Okay, now we couldn't get exposed about this the time. I hope night time we can do is. I would like to invite Honorable Pinyasara to get chanting speak conclusion, please.
Araham Sama